Hey guys, back with another tutorial. Now this one we're going to be taking a look at skating posture, skating stride, how to skate faster, essentially tips and tricks to improve your skating ability and your skating speed. Now that's pretty much what these guys do in terms of skating analysis, shooting analysis. So perfect example of kind of like what you can expect from Nordic Center, and this is what you guys do on a daily, right?
Yep, we break down players' skating strides and try to perfect it. But I'm gonna walk you guys through 5 key points that really helped me become a better skater and what's most crucial for us. And I bet there's a bunch of things that you never heard before, and we'll go right into it now.
Okay, let's go. He's struggling with English today. You wanna do it in Swedish?
Oh. Nej, det blir inte bra.
Alright, let's jump into the video, guys. And as always, a bunch of you that watch the videos aren't subscribed. You like the content now, which is a piss take. But I'm glad you're enjoying the tutorials. Make sure that you subscribe, thumbs up if you like this kind of video, comment down below with what you want us to shoot next. And of course, if you want to pick up the HD custom jerseys and you want to find out more about Nordic Hockey Center, all of those links will be down below in the video description. Let's jump in. Quick side note, the new Hockey Tutorial custom jersey design has been confirmed, and this will be the design that you see both me and Tommy rocking for 2025. Now, this custom design is already available on the store. Some of you have already picked it up. And of course, if you want to pick up any of our other merch, including the I Am Hockey hoodies and also sweatshirts, the Stick Curve t-shirts and hats, the link will be available down below.
First one is footwork. This is really crucial when we're stick handling as well, but that's basically moving the feet. And always when you have the puck on the blade, you never want to just glide around. Hockey's changed. So instead of us gliding around, keeping the momentum and just moving our arms and hands, today it's a lot more about footwork, and the footwork is key. This is comparable to sports like basketball, American football, where they move their feet a lot, twitch their body, and this is what we want to combine with the stick handling. So we never just glide around. What I see a lot on the top players today and what they practice a lot during the summer is small twitches in the feet. It could be either from just lifting the heel up a little or taking a quick stutter step to maybe fake a shot or a pass. And this is to become a threat, a moving puzzle. And we want to be unsolvable. So we want to create all possibilities and never make the opponent really find out. Because once they react, we can act. So try to get a reaction out of them, and then you skate the opposite direction. Second stage is stance and posture. This is probably the biggest key movement out there. If our posture isn't the correct way, we're never going to be able to perform the technique how we want it, and our balance is going to be off. This is comparable to lifting weights, playing golf. It's really crucial. So what we want to do here, and what a lot of players do wrong, is first thing, getting your knees forward as far as possible. This is going to be different from skate to skate. You don't want your feet to lift in the skates, but the more the knees are forward, the more power I'm gonna get this direction when I'm pressing than getting more upwards. So it's really crucial for the leg we're pressing with, but also with the leg in front where we want to get the glide. Because if I'm here, I get the foot more in front of me, and I'm basically slowing down my momentum here because I'm not having my feet underneath my body. Instead, when we get the knee more forward, the weight shifts a little bit more out towards the toe. And I've talked about this before, but here we can easier let our whole body glide forward without slowing down our momentum. Second part with the posture here, because it's not only about getting the knees forward, because if my back has a really bad posture and I go here, you'll see that I have a lot of weight in my toes. And we want the weight a little bit more on the toe on the front end, but on this back foot, we want something called heel pressure. So how are we gonna receive this heel pressure? We need to arch our back up, not only the lower part, but also up in our traps and lifting our chest forward. Here, you'll see straight away, once I lose this back posture, my knees will go inwards. So I'm losing some of this knee angle, and that's only because my weight is going to be too shifted towards the toes otherwise. So I get this back up, sit down with my knees forward. You'll see I'm still a little bit on my toes, but when I sit down here, almost like sitting on a chair, I try to sit on the heels, and this is the perfect stance. It burns down here, it takes a toll on your legs. But it's important to know, if you want to become more powerful, it's going to become heavier. That's the only thing that makes sense. So to all of you lazy players out there, if you don't want to become a quicker skater because it hurts too much, that's too bad. But when we get down here, knees forward, chest up, arch your back, shoot the ass out, sit down, and I get this heel pressure, I'm gonna be able to keep my body weight on this back foot way longer before I shift forward. And then I'm also gonna get a really good toe kick. Because if I shift my weight to the toe a little bit early, I'm gonna slip out, not really get any kick here, and that's gonna make me lose glide on this front leg because there's too much friction. But when I get the heel pressure, you'll see I really get a snapping motion from the whole ankle. And it's when we press out the foot and the toe that we want to shoot our body weight over to the front leg. Another thing is, we want to activate the right muscle groups. So when my back is arched like this, and I'm gonna kick out, it's gonna make me activate the top part of my glute here, and kicking up, outwards from the ice. And this is a mistake I see happens really often to players, and it usually goes unnoticeable. And that's why you have so bad glide on the front leg and have a hard time picking up speed fast. If you analyze the top players out there, this is something they're really good at. So when I instead get the back up, I'm gonna activate more of the lower part of my glutes, upper hamstring, and then naturally press more below me. And then I'm gonna lift myself off the ice so I can get less body weight in the front foot, less friction, more glide, and then more speed. All right, third thing is hip activation. This is something I've talked about before, but it's really crucial. And this is something that's gonna be beneficial both speed-wise, power-wise, but also just balance in general. So when we look here at Jonathan, when he goes down into his skating stance, we can see that his knees goes inwards a little bit. And this is because he's not activating the outside of his quads and his hips. And here, he's gonna land mostly on the inner edge when he's skating, which is gonna make us go side to side instead of skating more forward. We're also gonna get way worse glide. If you compare your glide on your outside compared to your inside edge, you're gonna feel that the outside edge gives you around 30–40% better glide, and that's pretty big. So also here, when he's gonna pick up high speeds, his knee is gonna do a wobbling motion. This is really comparable to a death wobble on motorcycles or on bicycles. So when he's down here, look how easily I can wiggle his knees. He's very unstable. And once he activates the hips, gets the knees outwards, you can see he's on his outside edge. Here, he's also gonna get more frequency in the strides. He's gonna be better at stops, turns, and keeping the momentum in the body. And when he's here, he's really stiff in the leg. It's hard to get it to move by. He's gonna get better glide control. And he's also gonna be way more stable in one-on-one battles. In board battles, for example. If I go into him here and he doesn't have his hip activated, it's really easy for me to get him off balance and make him fold. So this is basically a hip-on-hip battle. This is why Crosby's so good in closed corners. But when he tenses out here, it's really hard for me to break in unless I'm a little bit stronger and I really try to press. So try to work your hips up a lot at home. A lot of players haven't been using their hips at all their whole hockey career, and that muscle has been left behind. So then it's really crucial to do outside exercises in the gym, simply with even rubber bands at home, to get these muscles activated, get them stronger, and make your legs look wide. You can search up Connor McDavid's legs online. It's pretty funny. No, Didi. And you'll see that his quads are really, really wide. A lot of groin muscles and a lot of hips and outside quads. And this is why he has such good frequency and gets those high top speeds. We did a workout video a while back where we made some exercises that is very comparable to these techniques I'm showing you here with the skating. Make sure to go and check that video out. Link is in the bio. And then come back and continue watching to how to implement it on the ice. So when we're gliding on the inside edge, we can even hear that it sounds a lot more. And this is from the friction. So we're breaking through the ice a little bit more, and then we're slowing ourselves down. Compared to the outside edge, no sound at all. And that's just because we have more of an edge to glide on, and there's less friction, so we get more speed. And this is going to be really effective when we want to play hockey at a high level, just to keep our speed and momentum all of the time, even when we're not skating. And the best way I could compare this is like driving a car. Because you can either drive the car and just press the gas, but if you're pressing the gas and the brake at the same time, the car is never going to reach the same top speed. You're going to waste a lot more fuel, and it's going to take longer time to accelerate. And this is what's happening to players that land on their inside edge instead of their outside edge. It's good to land on the inside edge in the starting strides because we want to build up that momentum. But then when it's more about keeping the speed, because we're going to pick up less and less speed from every stride the faster we go, it's more about keeping that speed and momentum in the body. And this is what the outside edge is going to help us with.
Not to mention, stops you from turning constantly.
Oh yeah. And you'll see that you turn like a mad dog.
You can't go straight.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
So it's going to be easier to control where you want to go, but just forward skating in general, when you land on the inside edge, you're going to go side to side instead of moving a straight line, which gives you a bigger distance to skate, if you really think about it.
It's not optimal.
No, it's not optimal.
The quickest way between 2 points is a straight line.
Yeah, don't be a bender, guys. Don't be like Chris.
Oh my God, Chris!
The fourth stage is wide skating. This is something that William Nylander is really good at. He does the same without the puck, which is a little ineffective, but that's a whole different story. But when we're skating with the puck, we want a really wide stance. 2 reasons why. We look more dangerous, we take up a wider space, we protect the puck more. It's also easier to get tripping calls for your team, etc. Second thing is we get more frequency. We can have quicker and better footwork. So if I'm just skating normally forward, it's a really low frequency. It's easy for the defenseman to know when to poke check. But when we're skating wide like this, it's going to be way, way harder reading what he wants to do. It's just because we can move the feet a lot quicker.
Any tips to practice this, or it's just hip activation?
Yep. So same thing here, hip activation is key. We want to get really, really wide with the hips. And if we can't get wide enough, this is going to be a trouble. But here, we're allowed to land on the inside edge. And it's just so we can collapse the ankles quicker and get a faster rhythm in the flow. Fifth and final stage, opening up your hips. This is something that a lot of players are really good at or really bad at. We have special examples like Sidney Crosby and now more recently Kirill Kaprizov. He got a really big monster deal, so I think everybody at home knows who that player is. He isn't the fastest skater, but he knows how and where to move his feet. So it's really important to be able to slow down the play, and opening up our hips can make us change directions easier because we move our body towards a different side and then we can just switch to the outside edge. And then also we have a bigger range of motion when we're making plays. So I can pass in front of me to the side here, but not really back. But when I'm opening up my hips, I can play it here, here, and play it back, and also play back ends. So we just become better at passing. And when we're opening up our hips, we want to open it up towards the play. So towards the middle of the ice. Except we want to protect the puck. So when we're opening up our hips, it's also really important with hip activation here. Otherwise we're gonna turn a lot. So if my hips aren't activated, I'm gonna go more in a circle. which you see I do pretty easily here. And if I tense the knees out, it's gonna be a lot easier to go in a straight line. Then there's a lot of different moves we can do out of this. It's really easy to protect the puck because the knees are wide out, so he can't get his stick around. But it's easier also to do punch turn out of a mohawk. And we can also do some deceptive moves. Lane Hudson does a special fake pass when he does mohawks, which is really effective and worked a lot for him last season. So learn to open up your hips. If you can't, start doing some mobility. Try to get as wide as possible. You should be able to skate on your outside edges when you're opening up your hips, but just remember, keep those knees out. And this is the 5 key tips that I want every player out there to learn, which I wish me, myself, as a hockey player got taught earlier. There's a lot more to this in depth, but that's a whole nother discussion, and it's something we will take further forward. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, leave a nice comment below, and see you in the next one. Cheers.